The Lloydminster Lions Club awarded 2 Citizens of the Year for the hard work they do for the community. I have more on their surprise award ceremony. The Lions Club surprised 2 special guests at their meeting with awards celebrating the work they've done for Lloydminster. Otis Wrestling was the recipient of the Citizen of the Year award for his work with Friends of Weaver Heritage Park and Border City Connects.
I just volunteer like other people do, and I'm an impatient person, so I like to get things done, and so I guess that puts you in a role where, you get to lead people if you're willing to get it done. So that's what's happened over the years.
Wrestling says all of the work he currently does can be traced back to his parents, who were heavily involved with volunteer work in the church.
It goes back probably a long ways to my parents. They were great volunteers. They were involved. They did the church. I don't do the church thing, but they volunteered, with the church for a lot of stuff. So I just grew up with it. So to me, I worked, and then I didn't work anymore, and I got involved in things that are happening in the community.
Also being surprised was Kiana Wildeman, the recipient of the Junior Citizen of the Year award. She was shocked to find out she won and says it feels good to know that her hard work has been recognized.
Honestly, it took my breath away. Did not know that I was nominated for the position or the award, and didn't know that I was about to receive it. So it's quite nice to be recognized. I do a lot of work around Lloydminster and the Saskatoon area. So yeah, to feel recognized is just crazy. Brought tears to my eyes, but yeah, couldn't be better.
Wildeman grew up in Lloydminster but currently lives in Saskatoon for university. She is part of the Connects Club and helped get more youth involved in this year's Telemiracle.
I'm an active member of the Saskatoon District Connects, as well as just this past year for Telemiracle 49, I was a youth ambassador. I formulated a new role just to get more youth involved in Telemiracle and fundraising for the amazing charity that it is.
Wrestling and Wildeman believe strongly in the power of volunteering and the great effects it has on the community. Both say they will continue the great work they do. Lane Hoffert, Primetime Local News. The Lloydminster Public Library has had an exciting month after being loaned axolotls for April. 2 axolotls from Koi Ekt were brought to April 7th to entertain young kids and their families. Unfortunately, due to some anger issues with the female, the library is now down to 1 axolotl for the rest of the month.
That is the female that's in the tank, and she is a little aggressive. So we thought it was safe to remove the male back to Koi, etc. The first day that we had him, or them, it brought over 1,000 people to the library on Saturday. So it's been busy, and axolotls are a big deal, turns out.
The library will be starting their book bike soon, which can be used for different events, and also have some programs for seniors which have started up.
They've done some painting and some bingo so far. Always check our website and our socials, and there's always something exciting happening.
The Wainwright Chamber Trade Expo is back this weekend for the first time since 2017. Stacy Comer has more on what is planned.
Quentin Grunow is here. He is the executive director of the upcoming trade show that's happening in Wainwright. Quentin, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks so much for having me. Appreciate that.
Well, let's talk about the show. Quentin, when was the last time you guys had it in Wainwright?
We actually were on an 8-year hiatus, so 2017 was the last year that we ran the show. Like I say, it has taken a bit of a break, so we're in a bit of a rebuilding phase, but we've got actually a really good turnout of vendors or exhibitors that are going to be participating. The Blue Arena is jam full of people, so it should be a good show.
And do you know how many vendors are going to be there, and where do they come from?
First of all, we've got well over, as far as booths, we've got well over 25 to 30, 25 for sure booth exhibitors, as well as we've got upwards of 25 marketplace vendors as well. We've got a kids area for the kids. We have a chamber patio. So there's a lot of stuff going on, but yeah, we've got quite a few vendors at this point.
It sounds like there really is something for everybody at the show. Can you tell me when it starts, the hours, and what days does it run, and for how long?
Okay, so basically we've got it running the Friday, Saturday. This coming up Friday April 26th, we're running from 4 to 8 p.m., as well as Saturday all day, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's just a toonie to get in. If for kids under 2 is free. And like I say, there's a chamber patio for the parents to go and have a drink if they want. There's a kids area to keep the kids out of trouble otherwise as well. And we've got, like I say, a good cross section of marketplace vendors to motorsports for dads to look at. We've got health and wellness. There's a lot of different areas, just nonprofit area as well. So a lot of different stuff, something for everyone in the family to see.
I know too that at a lot of trade shows, some booths will also do demonstrations. I'm guessing that is probably going to be happening at this show as well.
There is a bit of that going on, yeah, for sure. There's some captivation coaching is one. They have some instructor demos there. There's FCSS has some interactive stuff that they're doing as well. And the motorsports, they'll have some of their equipment there. So we'll be showing people how that stuff works. We have a detailing company that has we're looking to have a vehicle there to kind of show you what their product looks like and how they go about detailing the vehicle. So yeah, there's quite a bit of different things that there'll be a lot of interactive stuff for sure.
Is it exciting that it's coming back after the long hiatus? That's quite a long time.
Yeah, no, it is. It's exciting and challenging. Of course, we have to rebuild. We have to reimagine. The interesting thing in regards to even just how people do business from 2017 until now is quite interesting with the online presence and online shopping, that sort of thing. We definitely are looking at the trade show differently, even from 8 years ago, and trying to reinvent it and bring the right type of vendors out that people maybe don't have online access to. So definitely been a good challenge.
So Quentin, where is this event going to be held? And once again, what's the price of admission?
Okay, so it's at the Peace Memorial Multiplex, the Twin Arenas in Wainwright. It's on the corner of 6th Street and 2nd Avenue. And it's just the toonie to get in, like I say, with adults. If the kids are 2 or under, they're free. So you can bring out the family and, like I say, enjoy the show.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. And this is going to be awesome after this amount of time to have that back in the community. I know it's going to be nice weather, so a lot of people can get out and enjoy it as well. So thank you once again, and good luck this weekend, Quentin.
Thank you so much. And just letting you know, there will be dates posted as well for next year's show. We already have that booked for the last week in April as well, 24th, 25th of April. So anyone who missed out and want an opportunity to become an exhibitor, definitely look to find us at the show, and we'll get you booked for next year.
Perfect. Well, thanks again so much, Quentin, and we're looking forward to being out there on Friday and Saturday.
Sounds good. Thanks so much for your time.
We'll have more primetime local news after the break. Abby St. John is back at Border Paws Animal Shelter for our weekly edition of Pet Project.
I'm back at Border Paws Animal Shelter for a weekly edition of Pet Project, and today we have Wiley. Just like the coyote, he is absolutely so sweet, but he does have some behavioral personality traits, if you will, and he has a specific fit. So tell me about his story. It definitely doesn't take away from his sweetness. Tell him what his best fit would be as well.
So Wiley, he is a very sweet boy, but he can be quite selective. He does appear to prefer the company of women over men. He's a little nervous around men. So I feel like he would probably do best in a female home. He is good with kids, not great with cats, and he's selective with other dogs. Wiley also does resource guard his food and his favorite people, so that's something to be wary of. He had a tough life before he came here, and that's not his fault at all, right? So
of course.
He needs somebody who's gonna understand. Sometimes he's gonna need his space.
Right.
He would need to sleep in a kennel, not a bed, because I feel like he would get too possessive of it. But he loves to play. He loves to splash around in water. He loves going for walks. He needs somebody who's gonna be able to have that kind of patience with him and understand that he's just scared. And he is a sweet boy. Like, he will.
Now, do you think
snuggle.
over time, with care and, like you said, patience and working with him, do you think that could kind of resolve or help the situation, or what would you recommend?
It's hard to say because every animal is different. And without knowing his full past history, I can't really say yes or no. It's kind of just his vibes, right? But he's been here for a long time, and I've noticed with animals being in a shelter, like, nobody wants to be locked up, right? So I feel like a lot of animals, after they get out of here, they do kind of open up, right? A lot more when they know that, like, this is their safe space. They can be free, right? To
You just got to
love
give
their
them
people.
time, right?
Yeah.
And you always say that with any animal too. You always have to give them a grace period almost, like a probationary period as well, kind of just to test the waters and make sure that they're used to their surroundings as well. But he is absolutely sweet. He just, like you said, requires a little bit more patience, a little bit more understanding. But he is absolutely sweet. Now, going on to events, the scavenger hunt is taking place today. It is taking place during when our pet project airs. So we are very excited, and we'll get the results of it next week for sure. But is there anything you'd like to mention with the scavenger hunt?
Just a huge shout out to everybody who emailed in and participated. It's by donation only, so people didn't have to pay to take part, but it is really heartwarming to see all the people who did take the time out of their day, and it's fun, right? A fun activity.
Absolutely.
So we really love seeing the community come out and help support us, because it's all about these guys.
Absolutely.
Right? And that it really, really helps. So we appreciate it so much.
Wonderful. And if you couldn't make it to this event, there is a tattoo event this Saturday with Beauty and the Beast Tattoos. Tell us everything you need to know about Saturday.
So yes, Saturday at Beauty and the Beast Tattoo from 12 to 6. You can come on down, walk-ins only. We are having a tattoo fundraiser. It's Lady and the Tramp edition. So if you come down, you can choose just a regular flash tattoo at $100. But if you want to add some color and some shading, about $150. And all the money comes back to help us feed, take care of, house these guys, give them the medical attention that they need, and that kind of work it's really important. And a huge shout out to Beauty and the Beast for volunteering their time and stuff to help us out. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. And now, as we are heading into May, starting May 1st, if you are a fan of beef jerky, like I am, and my entire family, you will love this fundraiser. So it's a kind of like a beef jerky drive, kind of like how Girl Guides sells their cookies.
It is.
You guys are selling beef jerky. So what do people need to know, and how long is it going on for?
So starting May 1st, yes, we will be having a fundraiser, jerky in a box. 100% Canadian beef. They marinate it for over 24 hours, and it's hardwood smoked. For $35, you have, I think, 3 different options: sweet, spicy, normal. And that's for the entire month of May, and it's delivered right to your door, so you don't have to worry about finding a ride or finding a way down here to pick it up. It all gets delivered right to you, and again, the money will come back into the shelter. We do have some animals who require extra medical attention. It's that time of the year we're going to get an influx of kittens, things like that.
So this is the perfect time to donate. And I mean, who doesn't love a big box of beef jerky, especially
beef jerky.
Yeah, especially Canadian made. It's amazing. And then finally, if you want a thing to celebrate for Mother's Day or an idea to celebrate Mother's Day, you guys have an event for Mother's Day. So tell us all about that and everything we need to know.
So we will be posting it right away. We do have a raffle for Mother's Day on May 11th. There will be more information posted, but could win some pretty nice things. It's pretty exciting. I love the raffles because it gives everybody like an equal opportunity to,
Absolutely.
you know, and it's for Mom.
Yes, and we'll definitely keep talking about it leading up to it, as for sure, but it is a perfect way to celebrate your mom on Mother's Day, so that's wonderful. Now finally, same as always, the donations that you're in need of.
So donations, we are absolutely always in need of volunteers for events, to help out in the shelter, things like that. If this is something that you're interested in, you can email events@borderpaws.ca. We could always use the extra help. We're also in need of funds for the medical fund, as always, with the influx of mamas and stuff that are coming in. You can donate directly to the shelter, or we do accept e-transfer, finance@borderpaws.ca, and just memo in medical, and 100% of that donation goes towards the veterinarian cost and medical, like all the medication and things that they'll need. And so that's fairly important too.
Yes.
We are going to be needing a kitten milk replacer. We do have some mamas, so we might need it here pretty soon. Floor cleaner, extra large garbage bags, the xylitol free peanut butter. We are also in need of yellow mop heads, catnip, things like that. Anything to help clean, right? Bleach is always a big one.
He is sweet. So just general, mostly the general cleaning items is definitely a high priority, because you guys are always constantly making sure that the rooms are clean and sanitized. So that's definitely important for sure.
Our Canadian naturals.
Yes.
Lamb and brown rice and the salmon and sweet potato. And then chicken-free cat food. We do have a couple of residents who are allergic to chicken, so some chicken-free cat food would help a lot as well.
Wonderful. Well, thank you as always for joining me. And Wiley, he has specific requirements for his living situation, but he is absolutely sweet, and anybody who adopts him will just have a beautiful companion forever. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's all for news. Sports is next, but first, here's a look at your closing market.
Today's oil prices are brought to you by First General Services.
The Lloydminster Steelers had a special guest on the ice for the warm-up in their first game of the Esso Cup. Our Thomas Wildman has more.
Peyton Walker was recruited to be a part of the Lloydminster Steelers last year. However, those plans were dashed after she was diagnosed with rhabdomyosarcoma and had to undergo 67 weeks of cancer treatment starting that spring. The Steelers have continued to support their teammate throughout the whole process, and Peyton has, as much as possible, been a part of the team, even getting to warm up with them for their first game of the Esso Cup.
It was awesome. It's like once in a lifetime thing being in Esso Cup, so just being part of the warm-up and being able to warm up with them was just awesome. So grateful. They're like a family to me, and I don't know if I could have gotten through this without them.
During Peyton's treatment, she was recommended to go down to Jacksonville for a proton treatment that at the time was not available in Canada. But very soon, the treatment will be available in Edmonton.
Very proud to say, and we haven't. It's been announced that it's going to become a reality in Edmonton, the very first one of its kind in Canada. They are going to start breaking ground here at the end of 2025 in Edmonton, and we're so thankful for that. And it's our way to sort of give back and sort of show other young athletes that you can get through it.
Peyton herself only has under 20 weeks left in treatment and is looking forward to playing hockey once again.
Yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking too, mixed with excited, but just taking it 1 week at a time, slowly getting back to where I was before, and just looking forward to what's up next.
Thomas Wildman, Primetime, Local News.
That's all the time we have today for Primetime Local News. I'm Lane Hoffert, and thanks for joining me.